I know we have MCAs from Nyamira. Did they come? Mheshimiwa Ndonya Aburi. Ndonya Aburi. Oh, there she is, the Kisii County Women Representative on WIPA. But they worked very closely with the ODM governor of Kisii. The Bible, in the wonderful book of Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1, tells us there is an appointed time for everything, and a time for every affair under the sun. End of quote. This afternoon, here in Niata, may just be considered an appointed time, as we have invited our friends in Azimio One Kenya coalition here in a continuation of our town hall meetings. Ndugu Raila, this is actually a town hall meeting. Come to think of it. That's what we did, Sister Mother. We said a town hall meeting. But wow, what a town hall meeting. It's wonderful that you all could find time to come. Therefore, this continuation of these town hall meetings, and we call them sometimes the People's Baraza, to deliberate certain affairs afflicting all Kenyans under our sun. Despite the bipartisan talks between Azimio and Kenya Kwanza, there continues to be a sustained assault on democracy and an obvious attempt to take Kenyans back to the days of single-party dictatorship, as it then was, by consuming legitimate political parties. If this was not the case, we, as Azimio la Umoja One Kenya, will be the majority in the National Assembly. Our majority was stolen in broad daylight. Therefore, that's why we continue to fight for democracy. On Monday, we joined the rightful leadership of the Jubilee Party at their NDC at Gong Racecourse, because even were denied going to Bomas of Kenya. And we did this in solidarity, as well as to publicly express our revulsion at the blatant attempt to take over a party by hypocrites. As the nation heard from Gong Racecourse, let them too today loudly and clearly hear our emphatic no, no, you will not take over Jubilee for the sake of democracy. Not now, ever. And here, there's no clergy and political class. Kenyans must stand up and defend democracy. That's why I'm wearing this fatigue. I'll continue wearing this until I'm sure that the provisions of Constitution 2010 on multi-party democracy remain respected. Yesterday, Kenyans and the world witnessed a rogue regime's attempt to silence the voice and violate the freedoms of our brother Maina Njenga that are assured under our Constitution. In spite of the tear gas lobbed at them, you heard the freedom song sung at the DCI headquarters on Kiambu Road. I quote, and because I tried to get a quick translation, notice I can pick 90% of Kikuyu, because Mwangiria, ikiongea Kikamba unasikia yote, kiambia Kikuyu nasema, this is how it went. Mount Kenya belongs to the warriors. You will not confuse us anymore. Our brothers and sisters from the mountain are loudly and clearly stating enough is enough. On Wednesday, we suspended the bipartisan talks, in fact agreed with senior counsel, my learned brother, Otienda Molo, who is in the house. I think Kenyans will want to see Otienda Molo, who is leading the team here of very able negotiators, absolutely able. We gave them our team A, wakatupatia under 17. There's my brother Poshin, who is, as you heard, the leader of KUP and member all the way from West Pokot. And of course, we have also some of the other members there. Your own Senator Wambua Kiyo. Did I see Kitui Senator? Is right there. Himself a renowned journalist. And of course, Able, my young learned junior brother, Edwin Sifuna, Senator for Nairobi. And I think I saw the of course my minority leader in the Senate, Senator from Kilifi, is not sitting in that committee, but I saw him. Welcome so much, our brother, all the way from Kilifi. And others whom I think our party leader may want to introduce. I wholesomely concur with our minority leader and member for Kathiani, who also serves as National Organizing Secretary of the party, Honorable Robert Mbui's conclusions on the bill. And I quote, this is now, I'm sorry, I should go backwards a little bit. When we gave them our team A, they gave us team B, the other side has put forward an anti-people finance bill. Anti-people finance bill. And Sifuna, I think, was able to tell Kalwale the entire truth about this matter. Measures proposed include raising the gross sales tax from 1% to 3%, doubling the rate of value-added tax, VAT, applied on petroleum products from the existing 8% to 16%, 100% increase, and applying various excise duties, including an increase from 12% to 15% on money transfer services, and a new one on milk and sugar, maziwa na sukari. Further, there's what can only be called the Ghost National Housing Development Fund, statutory deduction of 3% of gross earnings. Even their peers could not even stand before the Committee of Parliament to justify that. Therefore, I wholeheartedly concur when Robert Mbui said, I have never seen such a vicious attempt to turn Kenyans into paupers. So what happened to their clarion call of Mamambogas and Bodabodas? Indeed, the hustler nation. If you buy a copy of my book, you will then be able to know whether your party leader is a hustler or not. Because a time has come when we must call a spade a spade. If you know where Sekuru is, it can only take the grace of God for one like me to stand before you and talk to you today. Wow, so while in Azimio, and I want to conclude, Azimio One Kenya feel pain to remind Kenyans that we continually spoke of false prophets. Within quotes will come to you in sheep's clothing, but are inwardly ferocious wolves, paraphrasing the Gospel of Matthew chapter 7 at verses 15. It is day by day becoming patently clear that Kenya Kwanza lied to this land. The finance bill is a clear affirmation of their falsehoods, and we ask all members of Parliament, regardless of their coalition affiliation, to stand with the people of Kenya and reject the bill in its totality, line by line. We will push for an open vote where one's name is called out and he or she openly affirms yes or no. Kenyans want to know whether you are with them or against them. Because this is a matter so basic. Either we are going to achieve Vision 2030 or we are going to completely ruin the future of this country through impossible taxation. We too ask unions and other organizations to remit rejection memoranda on the anti-Kenyan proposition. This is our appointed time to make a difference. And today here in Yatta, under the Yatta Ukambani Sun, we ask all Kenyans to join in the noble cause of political and economic liberation of our country. I thank you. May God bless Kenya.